Hello my fellow gamers and welcome to round 3 for Group A in this Shadows Winters tournament. We're nearly there. We're nearly halfway through the group stages. This would be the midway point for Group A, and of course tomorrow would be the midway point for Group B. So it's really coming down to the wire now, guys. So we've got, in the first round, we've got Professor Pone versus Jenna on occasion. Professor Pone will be using the Skaven, obviously the best choice, and Jenna on occasion would be the Empire, and they'll be playing on the MP Peak Pass map. Let's go over and see what the Skaven brought. So looking over Professor Pone's army, he's got 4 units of Clan Rats as a front line. Behind that is a couple units of Storm Vermin with sword and shield. Behind that we then have Gutter Runners with slingers and poison. We also have good old Lord Scroke, who's like apparently a must pick, like Wazark is for the Orcs. This guy's a must pick for Skaven apparently. We've got 2 units of Rat Ogres on the flanks, almost like acting like cavalry. What I love is we also have a Warp Lightning Cannon and a Plague Catapult, and these are protected by Storm Vermin with Hellbird. So Professor Pone taking their defense really seriously. Most of the time when I see defense, it's Skaven Slaves with Spears, but this time he has gone for Storm Vermin with Hellbirds. That's commitment, but then it is the Empire and they can have heavy cavalry hit them. The Empire army has got 3 units of Spearmen, 2 units at the very front of Great Swords. We also have a Steam Tank, Volkmar the Grim, and 3 units of 3 Company Militia. And I know one of his favourite picks, he has a Amber Wizard on a Griffin. Oh, look at his antlers. Oh, no, he's not got antlers. He's got an animal skull on his head because of reasons. I understand. Okay, then. Numbers are quite in the Skaven favour, as you can imagine, but that doesn't mean much. So let the battle begin. Now, what's interesting is the Skaven actually outdo the Empire when it comes to artillery, which we'll see shortly. We got the Great Swords, but the Spearmen, I think the Clan Rats would beat the Spearmen. Got some shots going off there, and ooh, cannons are immediately going for the lightning claws. I think they missed though and hit the Storm Vermin behind. In comes the Plague Catapults. If the only thing he's got is a single cannon, that's good though. Aim for the Great Swords. By doing this, and this means Jenna has to move up. Though apparently he's just moving up with Volkmar. Here comes the rest now. But Volkmar really leading the way. The Warp Lightning Cannon now focusing on the Steam Tank. Didn't get much of a hit though. These Great Swords are not having a good time now. And there you go. Professor Pone spreading the wounds out. Instead of focusing on one, he's going to weaken both of them, which is a very good move. Is this going to get hit? Oh! Seriously, guys. Sort it out. In comes more to those Great Swords. Gotta be aware of this, but we do have the Slingers, so they will obviously be able to fire on him, and that'll be a good thing to aim for. Like Warp Lightning Cannon firing again. Can it get a hit? Wow, they're just... Okay, when it does hit, it barely does anything. Professor Pone, I just wouldn't bother. Not sure what Volkmar the Grim's doing though. Charging straight in there. We do have the Lord Beast, Amber Wizard going. Beast is circling, getting shot at, you know, the usual. Yeah, look, it is hitting them, but it's doing such little damage. Rat Ogre's moving in to go against Volkmar. And we've got some Clan Rats being spawned, so Volkmar's going to get pinned down with the Rat Ogres swarming over. Look at this position, and Clan Rats are now protecting it, so they can't just hit them. We do have the Flock of Doom being dropped, because Jenna absolutely loves them. Here we go though, we got, oh nice, so far going down. The 3 Company Militia are now in range and the main engagement will begin. So remember, the Great Swords will win outright against the Clan Rats. Spearmen I'm not so sure, but we do have Storm Vermin are now moving in to counter the Great Swords. But this centre does seem to be collapsing a bit. But Volkmar the Grim has taken over half damage already. I mean, yeah, we've got Blessed with Filth as well. Where did they come from? Zintner's Reichsguard, where were they? They weren't appearing on my map. Okay, so that's a surprise for everyone in Vogtland. We've got Reichsguard joining in. So there was some cavalry. I didn't think Jenna would go without cavalry. That Amber Wizard has taken a lot of damage. And Volkmar the Grim is nearly out of the fight, but he will regen. So, oh, nice hit with the Plague Catapult. Got some Storm Vermin holding in reserves. The Slinger's doing a nice bit of damage, but it looks like the centre. I'm not quite going... yeah, I'd say the Skaven have won the centre. And there's more clan rats coming out. The Reichsguard, badly damaged, are now moving back. Great shortage of getting shot. And this flank has been won by the Empire, but I wouldn't say that was much of a victory. And you look at what everything else is going on. We've got clan rats storming all over the Free Company militia now. And yeah, as you can see, like, the cavalry is wavering. Though they are getting some nice side shots in. Great Swords are actually losing against the Storm Vermin. So yeah, now the Great Swords are fleeing. These have moved up now. Welcome to the group, trying to go against these guys. He's gone against Rao to try and finish them off. Flock of Doom on the crews as well. But oh, the Warp Lightning Cannon's firing at Volkmar, and so is the Slingers. Trying to take him out. He's only got 500 health left. More Skaven coming in now. The Amber Wizard doing a nice bit of damage. Got some Spearmen. We've managed to break through on this flank and now getting around. Is that a Bannersman going down? Yes, it is. But I don't think he's going to last much longer. 20 health remaining. Well, come on. You can do it. The Free Company militia trying to run away. Oh, he's dodging. He's dodging. Look at him trying to dodge. Oh, he's still alive. That's insane. Steam Tank is now moving in. The Free Company militia moving into better positions to be able to snipe what they can. The cavalry need to get in as quickly as possible. Oh no. Storm Vermin have caught him. And they will undo him with the poison effect as well. They will be able to do the damage and armor piercing to finish him off. Free Company militia trying to support as best as they can. All they need is the lightning cannon to get one good hit. He's back up to 170 health. I can't believe under 20 health he was at one point. But the Amber Wizard is starting to waver as well. The Bounce Power is slowly going into the Skaven's favour. The Rat Ogres are coming back as well. Looks like Volkmar the Grim is going to get away because the lightning cannons have been shut down by the Spearmen. Fantastic play there by a Jenna on occasion. They are trying to man the catapults again, but they're immediately going to get a tap of Spearmen. Volkmar's doing alright. He's back up to 300 health. The Steam Tank is trying to take on Scroke, and it looks like Scroke's winning. Oh, and there's some more clan rats coming in, so these oh, and there's Storm Vermin behind. These Free Company militia are just going to get sandwiched in and absolutely slaughtered. Yeah, Free Company trying to get rid of Scroke. This cavalry need to get in there, Jenna. Got some Spearmen making a final charge. How much is he's still doing alright with like 400 health. The Amber Wizards jumped in, makes sense, trying to get these guys breaking. But he's starting to waver. Remember though, this guy's unbreakable. There is a massive moss pit over here with the Spearmen trying to stop the catapults from firing. Don't know how long that's going to last though. But more and more forces of the Empire, again, just overwhelmed by the sheer numbers of the Skaven at this point. Amber Wizard's now broken. Oh, he's back down to... Oh, he's fallen! Volkmar has fallen and the Steam Tank looks like it's soon to follow, though there's Slingers attacking it. The rest of the army has actually done a runner now, so there we go. It looks like Ragnarok, what am I going on about? Jenna on occasion has forfeited there. He's thrown in the towel because it was just going to be a matter of time till this fail. It's unbreakable. But there's nothing else on the field, so well played there to Professor Pone. A win for the Skaven, of course, because they only ever win. I'm so sorry I missed these guys, though. For some reason, they weren't shown up on my map, so I don't know what happened there. How do I think that battle went? Very good on both sides. Very good. I mean, not sure why Volkmar charged it ahead compared to everyone else, because he just got surrounded and the Rat Ogres just teamed in. Great work with the artillery of the Skaven as well. Yeah, the Warp Lightning Cannon, I would have fired at the Steam Tank as well, thinking it makes sense to try and take it out. But when you saw how little damage it was doing, it was like, forget it. Use it on the Great Swords and that. And these guys got pommeled by the artillery before they got in. And of course, then it was just a matter of time before the weaker units got overwhelmed. Amber Wizard, again, kind of went ahead of himself. Got picked up by the Slingers. And had to withdraw. But did do good call in the end. You know, dropping Flocks of Doom and charging in with his Griffin. But this is a very nice army here. Good mix of light infantry, heavy infantry, range, and artillery and that. Very nice choices. Especially a brave one, because if Jenny had brought cannons, he would have been able to blow these up easily. So, bit risky, but there we go. That is a win to Professor Pone, and unfortunately a loss for Jenna on occasion. We now move on to the next match, which is Gojiya versus Raven, and they are dwarves versus wood elves on the MP Blue Reach River. We all know who I'm going to be spawning on this one. Let's move over to see what the dwarves have drawn for their victory. Right, so here is the dwarf armies under Gojiya. He's got a couple of miners with blasting charges. He's got a couple of thunderers. And he's got some longbeards at the front line there. Nice solid centre. Got some longbeards at the back as a reserve. He's got a couple of miners here with more blasting charges, because you can't have enough blasting charges. So that's done. And we've got 3 units, I believe. Oh, sorry, 2 units of Quarriers. 1 unit of Bugman's Rangers. And they've got some Iron Breakers at the back as a final wave. We have 2 cannons, a Rune Smith and a Rune Lord, which has been the pick every time for the dwarves. And am I the only one that thinks that the Rune Lord he's not got a proper helmet, he's just got a bucket on his head and just stuck 2 horns on him, and that'll do. It's just the way it's flat topped and everything else. Yeah, it's just a bucket, isn't it? He just couldn't find anything else. But the wood elves are tricksy, horrible, mean, horrible, evil wood elves. Like I said, no bars included. Wild Riders live as shields. We then have 2 units over here of War Archers and Wildwood Rangers. We then move over here in the open, just randomly on theirs. We have a Spell Singer of Beast. Another unit on its own over there is a Glade Lord on his fancy horse there. Very pretty. We then have a 3 unit of Eternal Guard with, well, 2 have shields, 1 doesn't. We then have over here 2 units of Hawk Riders. Then in the woods over here, we've got War Dancers, Wildwood Rangers, and a Spell Singer of Life. And then all the way over here, we have Wild Riders with shields. So the dwarves have gone for a nice box for it. Hang on, let's just check. There's no, because I missed the Vanguard before, they didn't appear on my map for some reason, but they were there and I missed them. So again, apologies for that. We'll go straight to the action now. So the dwarves, they've got a good field here. I mean, there is this weak point here, which is they can get in through here. If I was him, I'd send a unit or something to protect the flank here. Get him in the woods, move him slightly in front, so we can see anything that's coming. But the Glade Lord is just running ahead on his own. Hopefully the cannons can just pick him off. Where's that aimed at? Ah, over there. But yeah, Glade Lord's making a run for it. He's probably going to be too fast for the cannonballs to hit, actually, so it makes more sense to aim. Oh, we got the Spell Singer of Beast running away into the woods. But this is a really, really interesting setup for the Wood Elves. They are everywhere. I mean, to be fair, it makes sense. It means they were prepared for whatever the dwarves deployed. They had guys nearby somewhere. But there, and we got some miners hidden here. That's a really good move, because if they try and get behind, they will be spotted. The Spell Singer has actually taken some hits by the cannons, but I would now start focusing cannons probably on software else. Oh, Bugman's Rangers have been spotted. And they're just sat there waiting. If they've not been spotted yet, they want to just sit there and wait the opportune chance to go. We got the Hawk Riders going all the way along in the back there. And we got these Wild Riders coming in from the flank. Just gonna hopefully not be noticed. Look at them. So majestic. So just, I mean, I love the animals. Hate the elves, but I love the animals. I'm not going to put them down. Over here, we have had the Spell Singers done a runner into the woods there. And they have been spotted. This is not good. He's got to make a call. Oh, and that's a good rear charge into the dwarfs there. The miners tried to, but then a few blasting charges do get fired, but they took a head over here. But now all the rangers and quarrels can just turn around and slaughter them at range, and nothing's here to support them at this time. Do have, oh, they're hidden in the woods over there, so I wonder if they were spotted or not. The miners are now wavering though, but they are getting support, as in they're getting blown up by their own dwarves. But elves are dying, so it's worth it. Oh! So yeah, that's going to make them rout, but it is causing a lot of damage to them as well, so they're now trying to pull back. And the Lord seems to have got a little bit too comfortable. He's got a little bit close. But in comes the Wild Riders from this side. Is the Dwarves going to be able to react in time? Straight into the side of the Quarrels. That's going to cause a lot of problems. And he's gone for the cannons as well. Look at that. Straight in there. But they do have the Ruin of Wrath and Ruin dropped on them. Their miners are getting ready for the frontal charge. Some blasting charges are going off. On this side, the Wild Riders have been fought off, but what have they taken with them? They've taken the Iron Breakers with them. Flippin' heck. We then have the Hawk Riders are dropped all over these cannons and are just like being a nuisance. But we got Thunderers and they're shooting at point blank range. We got blasting charges. Look at the damage they're taking now. Wild Riders have actually rallied. The Iron Breakers are shattered. That's surprising. These guys are broken though, so they're now falling back. So the Dwarves got that skill. Oh, look at that. That was a nice hit, and now the Longbeards are charging in there. Miners of the blasting charges are doing a fantastic job here. Got a good line attack here. Eternal Guard features Longbeards. The cannon are running away. You can't blame them. And now we've got the War Dancers have got in there as well. But the Hawk Riders are being beaten back. But there is a lot of dead orcs going on here. A lot of did I say dead orcs? Dead dwarfs here. Oh dear, I've played too many battles in too short space of time. That's what's happening. I'm getting all muddled up. More blasting charges being done over there now. That was an amazing hit. Oh, guys, look at that! Amber was straight through the line of the dwarves. Flippin' heck, that was painful, and the Thunderers are broken as well. Paddy's killed over 100 people. That one spell singer. That's insane. The Rune Lord is getting in there to try and deal with the War Dancers, but it looks like the Dwarves are having a very difficult time holding this line at this point. Yeah, it's all kind of turned to a mess. Thunderers trying to get into a good position here. You do have these damn Hawk Riders that are getting back involved, and the Wild Riders. They're just causing chaos, pinning down Bugman's Rangers. It looks like the War Dancers are being beaten, but we do have some Wild Rangers chasing down the miners, and now they're coming back to join the main fight. But the balance of power is still apparently equal, which surprises me. Looks like the War Dancers are finally going down. The Spell Singer of Beast is just having a good time, smashing some dwarves in the face and quarters. But we now have this coming in. Another Master Ruin of Wrath and Ruin being dropped on there, but deal with the quarters. It's not looking good for the dwarves. It's got to be said. It looks like the Wood Elves are dominating this game. We've got the Longbeards still holding out, but with the Eternal Guard and the Wildwood Rangers on this front, they're probably going to overrun soon. The centre is just gone. All the range support for the dwarves have been completely broken at this point. And they're just desperately trying to hold out. We've got Spell Singer of Beast chasing down the Thunderers over there. Got another ability being dropped on them, but these quarters, they're trying to get some shots off while they get stabbed in the back. See, stabbed in the back. It's not good. Could it be that these War Dancers are finally going to break, though? They've been wavering for quite a while. But they have done a nice bit of damage on them. Hawk Riders going and chasing after them. We do have the Wild Riders being beaten there. What's going on down here? I have no idea, but people died apparently. Some dwarves are starting to break. The balance power is starting to go in the Wood Elves' favour. No! But there we go. These two guys have been beaten. So suddenly we got some Longbeards and we've got some the Rune Lord ready to go. But these guys are now getting charged in the rear. Yeah, that's going to immediately make him just no break. The cannon crew, one of them is coming back. Getting involved there. The Rune Lord trying to join the main fight over here. But we've got more War Dancers getting in the way. That's going to cause problems. And the Lord here, the Glade Lord, is doing a great job trying to get rid of the Rune Smith. How are these guys still alive? Wow, that's impressive Longbeards there. Got a good fight going on over here, by the looks of it. It's a Spell Singer. Spell Singer of Beasts have been routed by the Miners there. And the Thunderers, which is great. That's a good little victory there. But look at this ball of power the Wood Elves have, guys. The Cannon Crew's been routed. The Longbeards are wavering. The Runesmith will probably be doing. He's had the Helm of Discord dropped on him, but he's also got... Oh no, it's just the Helm of Discord now. The Longbeards, they have made the Eternal Guard break, but now they in themselves are breaking, unfortunately. It was just too much. Got Spellsinger Life chasing down the Quarters, trying to finish them off. There you go, they've now breaking. So now we have Wildwood Rangers on the move here. The Runesmith's broken as well, guys. I think the Wood Elves have got it. That was insane. Here comes some more War Dancers to finish the Rune Lord off, and he realises he hasn't got much of a chance and he needs to flee the battlefield. And oh no. Oh. Now I'm sad. So that is a win to Raven and his Wood Elves versus Gojiya and his Dwarfs. That was an amazing play. And one of his Spell Singers got 108 kills. I think that was the one, the Beast, the one that was doing the Amber Spear. I think maybe early in the game he got some good hits and, yeah, killed a lot of Dwarfs. Because we saw some Ironbreakers break. Which doesn't... Look, they've only 7 kills. So I get the feeling he had something to do with that. But you have to check out the other YouTubers' channels to see if they caught that. I'm not sure if it happened or not. But yeah, there'll be links below to the channels. Check it out. Because that's a lot of kills. And that's not a lot. And we saw them running and we weren't sure why. So, be worth looking into. Really good play from the Wood Elves. I mean, I thought the Dwarves had a good setup on the hill. They had good range. But... they were able to just pick it apart, and the Dwarves just kind of got dragged out. They started breaking, they got hit from every angle, and they couldn't make a solid front line, unfortunately. So, yeah, I mean, look at the kills, 100, 100, 100. I mean, the other day, we had a great day for the Dwarves, lots of grudges taken out. I think this just undone it all. And there's going to be a lot more grudges put in the Book of Grudges. So we're going to move on to the third and final battle, which is Lawmaster Sotech versus General Confusion. This is Beastman versus Skaven, so Battle of the Furries, and they're playing on the Toothgrass Hill. Here we go. It's been a good episode for me. I love Skaven, they're my favourite race, and we've had 2 Skaven armies, which is always good. And we won the first one, but can we win the second? We can only hope. They have a front line of Clan Rats with shields. The back line is Plague Monks, 3 units of them. Again, look. Followed by Lord Scroak. We then have 4 units of... Sorry, no, 2 units of Skaven Slaver Singers. Then 2 units of Night Runners with Slingers. We also have the Warp Lightning Cannon, a Hell Pit Abomination, and 2 units of Rat Ogres. We also have a unit hidden all the way over here. A unit of Clan Rat Spears of Shields. What? Ah, Beastmen. Of course, they can camp in the corner, can't they? That's what they're there for. But they're not. They're based all the way over here. They've got a group of Harpies flying over here for the Beastmen. And Beastmen go for the hill, which is quite tactical than you expect for them. But we do have the Harpies over here. We do have a unit of Ungle Raiders scouting ahead, just to see, you know, what's over the hill. And this is definitely a very elite army. There's a lot of regiments of renown. We've got the Regiment of Renown for the Besticle Herd, the Karok's Man Rippers. We then have the Regiment of Renown for Gore Herd of Shields, the Black Horde's Ravagers. Over here, we then have the Regiment of Renown for the Ungle Spearman Herd of Shields, which is the Destroyers of Drackwood. Then we have a normal Gore Herd, Severons right up to 2 silver. We then have the Regiment of Renowned Cygor, which is the Eye of Musleb. Led by Mugger of the Sedogave. We then have some standard Monitors of Great Weapons, as standard as Giant Cows with big axes are, some more Ungle Spearman Herd, and a Brave Shaman of Death on a Chariot. Over in the back there, we do have some Centicles. They have great weapons, so a very elite army. If we look at the numbers, yeah, the Skaven, pretty much 2 to 1. And already the Warp Lightning Cannon is going for the Besticle Herd, which is a very good pick. So we'll move straight in. But now the Cygor's having his go. Ooh, knocked a couple of Plague Monks over, but they're not that bothered. And volley return. Yep, that's definitely a hit, but the hill is thrown off their aim a bit. Plus, Skaven aren't very good at aiming. That was a good hit by the Cygor, though. And the Beastmen, though, they've got to get into the combat as quick as they can because the Skaven do have better artillery. Got a unit decided to go and try and deal with the Night Harpies, but they seem to have missed them. Harpies over here, but they're immediately being dealt with the Slingers. That's going to do a nice bit of damage. And now a lot of the Beastmen are suddenly going to become revealed, and there's going to be the Skaven are out of position here. They need to get back lined up. But in they go, and the thing is, in an upright fight, one-on-one, the Beastmen are going to win this. But the Plague Monks are not coming in to support. Hellpit Abomination quickly moving in. The Harpies jumping on the Lightning Cannon. Good choice there. Try and get rid of that. And these Clanrat Spears need to get in there and back them up. Got the Rat Ogres are dealing with the Tentacles of the Great Weapons. That's going to be an interesting fight over there. Harpies over there kind of been scared off. We do have... Oh, wow. The Monitors have been scared off already. They're broken. Flipping that. That's not good. More Warp Lightning coming down. And we've got some Plague Monks coming out behind the main line. And Margot the Sotech has kind of just walked past the front line. Both Harpies are now taking out the Lightning Cannon, but it's not going to be as much use here. We do have some Skaven here. They need to get to the front line. Hellpit Abomination is dealing with the Brace Shaman. But oh no, the Man Rippers, they will rip up that Hellpit Abomination. That's probably what the title's all about. So he's got to be really careful. Brace Shaman getting out of there. Vacant move. Oh, Chaos Spawn has spawned in the middle here. That's not nice. That's not nice. But Lord Skroak is chasing the Sotech. Just get over here. Both of their own form of pestilence going down. Oh, Spirit Leech has been dropped on Lord Skroak though. That's going to give him heads there. The Rat Ogres look like they did fight off the Centicles. Where are the Centicles? Looks like... Oh no, Centicles... Nope, they have disappeared. But we do have some more Plague Monks coming down. Oh no, Centicles are there. Yeah, they're backing up. Lord Skroak's nearly at the point of defeat. And yeah, Lord Skroak's broken. And yeah, these guys are now smashing through here. The Rat Ogres are dealing with the Bull Herd that's got through the front line. But a lot of the back line's been broken. And Lord Skroak's desperately trying to get out of there. I mean, how much health has he got? 500 health. With Centicles are great weapons there, they could calm down easy. But in comes the Rat Ogres. We do have 2 units of Plague Monks. And to be fair, this guy's not doing good either. But in comes the Monitors with great weapons as well. And this is just a giant pit of death right in the centre here. Mainly because we have a Law of Death. But Skroak, he's got Spirit Leech on him. Is it going to kill him? He's down! The Skaven leadership is down. And the Band of Power quickly swings in the Beastman's favour. And with that Lord down as well, yeah, I can see the Skaven kind of just losing it at this point. You can see there's a few pockets of resistance like the Hellpit Abomination and that. But the will to fight for the Skaven has been completely broken. And the Cycle's still having a good time. There's still Beastmen coming in reserve. And then we go. Everything has broken. And that is unfortunately a loss for the Skaven. So we win 1, we lose 1. We can accept that. But yeah, great game there by Lawmaster Sotech with his Beastmen. A very small army, but did an amazing job. There were some moments I thought the Skaven had it, especially when I saw the Monitors run off, and the Harpies were being fought back and that, and Sotech was being punished by Skroak. But yeah, Lawmaster Sotech just took better chances, better opportunities. So when Skroak was on his own, he was really quick to get like the Centicles and that in there to just surround them. Of course, the Skaven did summon a lot of units, so these 2 units of Plague Monks I saw, but we did have a unit of Chaos Spawn in the middle as well. And it just ended up being a massive moss pit, didn't it? All over the place, which unfortunately the Beastmen will win at. The Skaven need to be close together, they need to be a better formation, they need to be able to group up on these guys, and they weren't. They were taking them on like one-on-one and just being slaughtered, really. So that was real shame, but well played by both players. And we'll move over now to the table, where at the top, it's not moved that much actually. Professor Pone and Lawmaster Sotech still at the top with 3 wins, guys. So it's looking quite comfortable for them to get through to the semi-finals. Raven, though, with his win, has got him into 3rd place with 2 wins and 1 loss. General Confusion in 4th place with 1 loss and 2 win. No, 1 win, 2 losses. And Gojiya and General on occasion still at the bottom, unfortunately, with 3 losses. So I don't think they'll be able to make it in now. They'll just be playing and battling for glory and honour. So guys, thank you very much for joining me today. Seeing round 3 of Group A. Tomorrow will be round 3 for Group B, and that means we are then halfway through the group stages, which is fantastic. But that does mean we're really close to Christmas, which is a bit alarming. So once this is all wrapped up, we'll have Christmas, and then between Christmas and New Year, that's when we're going to have the finals and semi-finals. So guys, thank you very much for joining me. Do hit that like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next one. Till then, guys, take care.